Hey, hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So friends, in this video I explain you how to connect Microsoft SQL Server to the MySQL Workbench using the link server in a SSMS. So friends, if you are performing the link server operation in a SSMS, then definitely this video helpful for you. So friends, if you are getting any error while connecting to the MySQL Workbench, so definitely you can watch this video completely. So in the video I would given the solution on that part. So without further delay, let's start the session. I have given all the detail in one document. So that document link I have given in a description box. So you can also go through that document as well. So before for the linking process, so we need to some pre-requirement for the install those tools in your system. So in that SQL Server Management Studio, this is for the GUI for the SQL Server. Then second with the MySQL Workbench. So this is the manage MySQL database. Also third one MySQL ODBC connector 8.0 or the higher version. This is the bridge between these two the server. Then third one SQL Server engine. So this is the link server required. Then I have mentioned all the steps, step number 1 to step number 10. So you can follow this simple step and definitely you can able to connect these two servers. So now we will check the one by one how to connect and how to process that one. So step number 1, verify the MySQL server connection. So first of all you need to open your MySQL Workbench. So if you have the install, then you can open that one. So you can click on the connection. So or you can cross check your connection string. So for that, connect to the database. This is the instance that you created. So host name is a localhost. After that you can use the root and then password. So you can remember this password. We need to create a one ODBC connection. So once you successfully completed, then this is my database, so that I need to link to the MySQL Workbench. Step number 2, install MySQL ODBC driver in your system. So for that I have given the link in a description box. You can open that link in a web browser. So this is the link for the MySQL community download. So this is the based on your operating system. You need to download 32-bit or the 64-bit version in your system. So once the driver will download, then you can start for the installation. So this is the installation. So you can follow the step and you can complete the installation for the MySQL connector or the ODBC driver. So once it done, then you can click on the finish. Now the drivers will install in your system. Now we need to follow the step number 3, create a ODBC DSN. So we need to create one connection that will use for further linking process. So you can open to the ODBC data source 64-bit in the administrator mode. Then you can go to the drivers tab, select that particular driver. After that you can go to the system DSN. So here we need to create one DSN. So for that you can click on the add option. So once you click there, then you can select the appropriate MySQL ODBC driver. So once you selected, then you can go to this window. So data source name, you can provide the connection name for the DSN. So I have given the name MySQL DB. So you can same paste in a description box. And after that TCP or the host name. So for that you can go to the MySQL Workbench, and once you go there, then you can check the administrator. There is a host name as a localhost. So you can use the same host name in a connection string. After that, port number is a 3306. After that, user is the root, and you can enter the password that you when you log into the MySQL Workbench. After that, you can select the database. You can test the connection, then click on the OK. So now we have the successfully created ODBC connection or the DSN connection. Number 4, open SSMS and create a link server connection. So for that, first of all, you can open the SSMS. So once you open, then you can connect to the SQL Server using the credential. Once you connected to the SQL Server, then you can go to the SQL Server object. Then you can go to the link server and you can right click on it. So once you right click, then new link server. So then after that, one window will open, new link server. So here you can provide the link server name as per your convenience. I will give the name MySQL DB. After that, server type, you can select the other data source like the Microsoft OLEDB provider for the ODBC driver. You can select that one. After the product name, I have the given MySQL. Then after that, data source. So we have the created one, the already created one data source. So I will copy that name and paste in a data source. So just paste that name, and after that there is a provider string location catalog that you can keep as it is. blank. Then after that, second tab security, you can go to the security and go to the below, you can select the last one, be made using the security context. So here we need to provide a login, a remote login for the MySQL Workbench. The user is the root, and you can provide the password as you login to the MySQL Workbench. So after that, you can go to the server option, and here we need to enable the like the RPC and the RPC out. So you can to so basically it is for the remote connection. After that, you can click on the OK button. Now you can check. So we have the successfully linked to the one server. So that icon show here MySQL. So you can expand and you can check there is a different database it will be showing. So that means we have the successfully connected. So step number 9, test connection. Once the configuration done, we need to test the connection. So for that we have the one the query. So this is the exec sp test link server. After that you can provide the link server name, and after that you can execute. So the connection successfully established. Then you can query for the MySQL table using the SSMS. So for that I have given the one query in a document. So you can just copy that the query, like the select star from open query. After that you can provide the link server, and then you can provide the select star from employee. Now you can check the result will be come from the MySQL Workbench. So I have the already the data in that also. So after that we can provide the method number 2, 4 part naming. So that query also you can run for the connecting to the MySQL Workbench. So you can just copy that query, select star from. After that you can provide the link server name like the MySQL. After that triple dot, and after that table name. So you can run that query. So you can check the data will be returned from the MySQL Workbench. So this way we can successfully completed the connection between the MySQL to the MySQL Workbench. Thank you friends for the watching this video. If you have the any query, or if you are the facing the any error while connecting to the MySQL Workbench, then definitely ping in the comment box as a help. So I will definitely provide the answer on those your query. Also friends, if you feel like this video helpful, please hit the like button. Also share this video with your friends. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also hit the bell icon for the more update on the SQL Server. So thank you and wish you happy learning.